Sermon on War, Money, and the Sky. Matthew 24:6. You shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled. This week, fighter jets trend. Nation's posture. Skies fill with metal. Nothing new. Isaiah 2:4. They shall beat their swords into plowshares. But until that day, the sword remains. The existence of jets is not the prophecy. The reliance on them is. When a nation trusts its air power more than its righteousness, it is already weakened. Psalm 33:16-17. A king is not saved by the size of his army. Military strength without moral clarity is temporary dominance. Malachi 3:10 speaks of provision, yet people watch tax refunds like salvation checks. They refresh bank accounts as if redemption arrives by deposit. Matthew 6:21. Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. If your emotional stability rises and falls with a refund, your treasury has become your anchor. Markets trend. DJIA, S&P 500. VIX. Stocks rise. Stocks fall. Entire moods shift with charts. Ecclesiastes 5:10. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver. Markets promise security, but numbers on a screen cannot deliver peace. You measure GDP. God measures justice. NASA tracks asteroids. Rockets launch. Humanity watches the sky again. Luke 21:25. There shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars. For most of history, the heavens symbolized judgment. Now they symbolize engineering challenges. Yet Psalm 19:1 remains. The heavens declare the glory of God. You build rockets to escape gravity, but you cannot escape accountability. Genesis 11 again. Humanity builds upward. God evaluates motive. Food recalls trend. Chicken fried rice pulled from shelves. Glyphosate debates rise. Leviticus 11 gave dietary laws, not merely for ritual, but for discipline. What you consume shapes your body. What a civilization consumes shapes its health. 1 Corinthians 10:31. Whether therefore ye eat or drink, do all to the glory of God. Even supply chains have moral dimension. Carelessness in production reveals carelessness in stewardship. Currencies shift. The Iranian rial weakens. Stocks fluctuate. Walmart, Carvana, airlines, markets. James 4:13-14. You who say, today or tomorrow we will go, buy and sell and get gain, you do not know what tomorrow will bring. You build models to predict volatility, yet volatility remains. Because the illusion is control, the reality is contingency. Surveillance firms trend. Data companies rise. Information becomes power. Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place. Divine surveillance precedes digital surveillance. The difference? One judges perfectly. The other judges imperfectly. If you build systems that see everything but understand nothing, you multiply noise, not wisdom. Arenas trend. Airlines trend. Flights delayed. People move constantly. Hebrews 13:14. Here we have no lasting city. Movement is normal. Instability is expected. But do not confuse motion with progress. You can cross oceans and still remain unchanged. Nations trend briefly. Estonia, Serbia, Uzbekistan. For a moment, attention shifts. Then attention moves on. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Geopolitics feels chaotic. It is not random, but it is beyond full human control. SpaceX launches. Rockets rise. People cheer assent. Psalm 8:3-4. When I consider thy heavens, what is man, that thou art mindful of him? You can launch machines beyond atmosphere. You cannot launch yourself beyond moral law. Height does not equal holiness. What do these trends show together? War in the sky, money in the bank, markets in motion, food in question, rockets rising, systems watching, nations shifting. This is Matthew 6 in real time. Do not worry about tomorrow. Yet tomorrow dominates attention. The modern world tracks volatility by the minute. Scripture tracks character over a lifetime. You fear market crashes more than moral collapse. You track the VYX more than your conscience. But Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. When systems fail, military, financial, technological, only alignment with truth remains stable. Instruction. Do not anchor identity in markets. Do not anchor security in weapons. Do not anchor hope in rockets. Do not anchor peace in refunds. Do not anchor trust in data systems. Psalm 127, verse 1. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Build markets. Build jets. Build rockets. Build systems. But if the builder is misaligned, the structure will not hold. That is the pattern across all these signs. War reveals fear. Markets reveal dependence. Technology reveals ambition. Outages reveal fragility. Space reveals longing. All point to the same question. What do you trust most? Because whatever you trust most will define your stability when everything trends downward. That is the sermon.